Sarms.
Sarms.
Why Ryan decided to take Sarms.
I want to know about Sarms. The thing is, I actually don't get many questions on it because hardly anyone knows about it, man. It's
Sarms, selective androgen receptor modulators. Now we're gonna get right into this, guys. The main purpose for the development of Sarms was to prevent muscle wasting, or is to prevent muscle wasting. Now, Sarms have only actually been out or in development for 20 years. Like, they literally were developed in 1998. Do I recommend Sarms? Absolutely not. Will I ever take Sarms again? Absolutely not. Now, the main reason for that is just because, like, they've literally only been out for 20 years. There's not much research on them. Obviously, you know, Sarms have been through clinical trials on humans and everything, but nothing is, you know, concluded. You know, no one's getting prescribed Sarms for anything, right? Even for, you know, what I was talking about, to prevent muscle wasting. No one's actually getting prescribed Sarms for those purposes at all. They are not approved yet, and they're not legal for human consumption. There are so many articles online, if you just Google shit, that are gonna say a bunch of good shit, because the main way people market Sarms is they have steroid-like effects without the bad side effects that come with steroids. So take Sarms. Now, you read up on articles, right? They say a bunch of good stuff and they link their fucking, you know, their website right at the bottom. Buy my shit, even though it could be fucking water, or it could be much worse. It could just be a random prohormone. Now, why am I saying it could be a random prohormone? Because in 2014, when prohormones were banned, I bet a bunch of fucking people that had a bunch of prohormone products were like, holy shit, what do we do with all this product that we just bought? Shit's banned. Whoa, Sarms are becoming popular? Let's just sell Sarms as a pill and fucking just sell our products. We bought all this shit. That's one main reason why I personally did not take a fucking pill. I took liquid. There are two types of ways to take Sarms, liquid and pill. You can get prohormones in liquid form, but you just, you know, way less likely. But all I'm really trying to convey here is, like, people are just trying to sell you shit to make money. Like, especially with Sarms, like, you're probably not getting legit shit. All right, now saying that, do I think I've gotten real Sarms? I personally think I have and I haven't. Now, if you go online and you read side effects about the certain Sarms that I'm going to be talking about, I did experience some of those side effects, and one specific side effect I experienced, like, I don't know, like, as extreme as the side effect could be. So that's gonna be fun to talk about. But yes, I do feel like from one company I've gotten legit shit, and from other companies I haven't. So we're gonna get right into what company I fucking got my shit from, right? Now, see, the problem with the company that actually gave me legit side effects that are listed online is that the company closed. Like, that's pretty much it. Which I guess sucks, but not really, because the information I'm about to tell you guys and the information that you guys are gonna learn farther on about Sarms is definitely gonna make you stray away completely from them, as you know, as it has done to me. Let's get into all the Sarms I've taken and everything I've experienced with them, starting with last October, right? Now, what did I take? I took MK-677, LGD 4033, and S4. Now, let's get into S4. What is its main purpose? Just like all of the fucking Sarms, it is to prevent muscle wasting, right? Now, what I experienced with it is, I felt like it, for one, like, side effects wise, it gave me higher blood pressure, for sure. I mean, I was also like 33 pounds heavier normally when I was, like, you know, taking it. I was the fattest I've ever been when I took Sarms, because I was eating 5,000 to 7,000 calories a day on top of all that and the training. So blood pressure was definitely elevated from that. It made me feel more energized, and the biggest thing is what it did to my vision, right? Now, when you look online on all these forums or on these websites, they're gonna say, you know, you have vision problems, right? When you're in a certain lighting environment and you go into a drastically different lighting environment, you're gonna have a pink/yellow tint, you know, whatever it is for you, to your eyes, and it's going to take your eyes a little longer to adjust to that lighting. Now, that is definitely true for me. That used to happen to me all the time. You know, when a car is coming at you the opposite way and their lights flash in your eyes, it would take, you know, like 1-2 seconds for me to, like, adjust. There'd be a little bit of a tint that lasted probably like 20 seconds. Or like when I'd walk into a parking garage, especially when I was going to the gym, you know, I'd ride my longboard all light out, and I'd ride my longboard into the parking garage, way different lighting environment, much darker, and my eyes would take definitely way longer to adjust. And it was kind of freaky at first, obviously, but, you know, you get used to it, which is fucking stupid. It's stupid. It's like, it literally was like, oh, you know, they're attaching to receptors in my eyes. This is completely fine. Just got used to it. Completely ignored the fact that I don't know, that's like fucked. I think I was 2 months into taking Sarms, and I know this had to do with S4, right? I cracked open a new bottle, and normally with S4 especially, there was much more powder, because with the Sarms I was taking, you had to like shake the bottle up, and because there's powder on the bottom. And I cracked a new bottle open because I was taking my nighttime dose. With S4, the half-life is 3 to 4 hours. I was taking a dose that was pretty high, so I had to split it into 2 times of the day. Took my night dose, and it was a new bottle, and it had, I think, 2 to 3 times more powder than I normally would have in bottles. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, but you know what? I just took my normal dose and went to sleep. Now, you know, everything's pitch dark. I'm in my condo. I'm in Hawaii, actually. I'm on vacation. I wake up, all the lights are off and everything, but I just can't see. Like, there's these white blobs in my eyes, and I'm literally like looking at my phone. Everything seems very distorted. There are white blobs. I can't really like see much, and it took like, I think, 2 to 3 minutes for my eyes to like completely adjust and completely go to normal. I had to like step out of the condo, step out into the balcony. I just needed like light, just because everything was so dark. Like, it was literally pitch dark in the condo. Had to step out and let my eyes adjust before I did anything else. And it was a super freaky experience. And for the next 2 to 3 days after that, my eyes were extremely sensitive. Right when that happened, I switched back to like the lowest dose you could possibly do. You know, stupidly didn't just like cut it. Now just thinking about this shit, it's just like stupid. But yeah, I lowered my dose to the lowest you could possibly do, and I kept going, you know, without my cycle. But for the first 2 to 3 days after I took that, like, I guess that mega dose, my eyes were extremely sensitive. Like I said, you know, when a car's coming at you the opposite way and the lights flash in your eyes, my eyes wouldn't really like have like a tint to them. It would just be like more white, and then it would just take probably like 30-40 seconds for my eyes to like fully adjust and go back to, you know, it's normal, you know, just to the normal lighting environment, to adjust to the normal lighting environment. Now, getting into LGD, second Sarm I took. Now, here's the thing about all the Sarms I took. I took 2 Sarms and 1 secretagogue all at once. So obviously I can't be like, yo, this Sarm did exactly this, for like what it was told in the articles or online in the forums. But I definitely do know that the S4 was for sure, you know, the vision problem that caused it, obviously because I took that mega dose that one night and had that extremely weird thing happen to me the next morning. Now, let's get into LGD. Now, what I feel LGD did for me was definitely help with my strength. I feel like the main side effect, if anything, was minor suppression. Throughout my 2 cycles of Sarms, I feel like I felt like maybe I got minor suppression a bit, but like it was maybe over a course of like 4 months, so I didn't really realize it, obviously. I definitely would check. Obviously, I want to be safe and everything. Safe, obviously, taking Sarms, no research. I definitely checked. That's the only thing that I really feel I experienced is minor suppression. Definitely helped with strength. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say about LGD. I didn't have any like drastic experiences with it. Moving on to MK-677. Now, MK-677 is a secretagogue, so that means it secretes or releases growth hormone from your pituitary gland, you know, obviously to increase growth hormone. Basically what it does is it signals your pituitary gland to secrete more growth hormone throughout the day, so it does more pulses, and obviously, you know, that helps with, well, one main thing is to prevent muscle wasting, 2, obviously, to, you know, gain muscle. One of the main side effects that I didn't really experience, but I know that other people have experienced, is increased appetite and, oh yeah, really vivid dreaming. So I don't really feel like I really experienced the increase in appetite or the vivid dreaming that much. I think the increase in appetite, maybe I experienced that for the first 5 days, but I think the main thing that I really felt that I experienced was water retention. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the videos when I was super fat. Definitely from, you know, obviously getting fat, but also from a lot of water retention in my face, especially. Like, you guys can see it when I did my 385 bench. My face was like nasty. Like, I'll never get that fat again. I think when I hit my bench, I was like 208. I weighed 208 that night when I hit it. It was bad. I didn't really take that for that long. The main 2, like, because I did the first cycle of S4, LGD, and MK-677. I did that first cycle for 4 months, and I probably took the MK for probably like 2 months out of that 4 months, and then just stuck with the LGD and the S4. Obviously lowering my S4 dose 2 months in because of what happened. Those are the main 3 I took for my first cycle. Now we're gonna move on to my second cycle. All right, so my camera just shut off, but we're gonna be talking about the last Sarm I took this past summer, which is MK-2866, also known as Austrian, the Sarm with the most clinical trials done. Now, this was the main Sarm. Oh my god, what the fuck is this dude's name? Dylan? Dwayne fucking Miller, man. I know his name. Dwayne Miller, the developer of Sarms. This is the main Sarm that he wanted to use on his wife. Now, his wife had lung cancer. Throughout time when Dwayne's wife had cancer, basically, it got harder for her to walk, then she had to be in a wheelchair, so basically her muscle was wasting away, therefore the creation of Sarms, specifically Austrian. Now that we're talking about it, let's get into my experience with it. I feel like I don't really know if I got legit stuff because it was this past summer and the main company that I was using had already shut down, so I went to another company. You know, obviously it's to prevent muscle wasting, right? But I definitely feel like I lost a lot of muscle during my cut. Even though I took it pretty slowly, I started at 2,600 calories. Over the course of like, I think 16 weeks, I got down to 1,900 calories, and I still feel like I was pretty small. I started it, I think, a month after I definitely feel like I started it a couple weeks into my cut. I didn't wait for a month. Started a couple weeks in with my cut. Like I said, I don't really feel like I felt anything. With MK-2866, that is the main Sarm to help prevent muscle wasting. That is its main purpose. All I kind of have to say for it. If I experienced depression on this cut, it was definitely from the low calories, you know, and the low amount of fat that I was consuming. So I don't really think this specific brand gave me real stuff, so I can't really say much about it. You know, other people have experienced muscle gain. This is one of the most talked about Sarms. People have experienced muscle gain, like, you know, extra vascularity and all of that, coming from like high blood pressure and stuff. But for me personally, I don't really feel like I could talk extensively about it just because I didn't really feel like I experienced anything. Actually, you know what? I'd say if anything happened with that, I'd say muscle hardness. I feel like I definitely looked harder. That could also obviously be because I was leaner on lower calories with lower body fat, but I definitely felt harder. Now, moving on to PCT. What did I do for PCT? Now, this past cycle, this past summer, I did absolutely nothing because I feel like nothing actually happened. And if anything, the suppression that I got, which was probably minor as well if I got any, was from the low calories and the low fat, like I said. But for my long 4-month cycle when I did 3 Sarms, when I did those 2 Sarms and secretagogue, I PCT'd for literally only 1 week and then stopped after reading some stuff. So basically, with my like research that I did back then, I did a lot of looking on Reddit just because there's a lot of people also on there that have their personal experiences. Some even literally share their blood tests on there, have like screenshots and stuff. Or I don't know if I got the screenshots from Reddit, but people definitely laid out, well, you know, what their bloods were. I looked at this one, back then I looked at one guy, and he was like, yo, I've done Sarms for multiple cycles and I actually only PCT'd once, and you know, when I did my bloods after the cycle, the PCT didn't really affect the end outcome. So all his blood levels, you know, his testosterone was the exact same as if he didn't take the PCT. So that's why I stopped after a week, literally within a week to doing it. I heard also that taking PCT, it could be more detrimental to you if you don't actually need it. What did I PCT with? It was Clomid, but like I said, I only PCT'd for a week. Do I feel like I'm gonna answer some commonly asked questions now. Now, do I feel like I lost all my strength coming off the Sarms? Definitely not. Like, I felt 100% good. You know, I only felt like I lost strength when I cut down. My bench did suffer. It was also because, you know, I've been going through this fucking dumbass injury. But I think when I maxed, I was like, I don't know. I think I was 6 weeks into my cut and I hit like a 345 bench. But then also, the weird thing is that could have been like a really bad day, because I think a month later or 6 weeks after that, so 3 months in, I hit 225 for I think 19. So, you know, it could be based on the day. Don't really think it affected my strength. Did I lose size? Definitely feel like I didn't lose size when coming off the Sarms as well. yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just covered everything. I've literally been talking to this camera for like an hour. If I didn't cover everything, definitely like message me on Instagram like a bunch of you guys have been. I've been trying to get back to as many people with these questions, obviously, because this is kind of like a serious thing. But the thing is like, if you guys are still messaging me interested in taking Sarms, I'm gonna recommend you guys not to take them, obviously, just like I did in the beginning of the video. There is actually new information that actually Mo Samuels is interviewing someone with new information that hasn't, studies that haven't come out yet, that I think are coming out next year, that, you know, there's some stuff related to cancer. Fuck, I don't know. There's actually a lot of stuff related to cancer too. I could make more videos about Sarms. I just tried covering everything with my personal experience. Yeah, maybe I'll make a separate video. I'll make another video about Sarms and cancer when this new information comes out. There's also information that's on there currently with Sarms that I haven't taken that relate to cancer. Obviously, that's why I didn't take them. But yeah, there's just a lot of information. Overall, don't recommend you guys do it. And I think I am done with this video. Holy shit. I think I'm done. I'm tired. It's like, yeah, like I said, it's like 3:30 in the morning. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, like I said, message me on Instagram if you guys have any more questions. Maybe I'll do another video on them. Peace out.